Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Justin, this is Evolving Photons, as hopefully you've now gathered from the last few vlogs where I've been remembering to tell you. I'm currently sat by the River Orwell in Suffolk, just down from about a 20-minute walk from Pin Mill. Not doing a great deal, just waiting for the tide to come in to bring the wading birds to me. And the reason for this vlog is quite simply to talk about the OM-1. Now, let's carry out this one. I have, oh, hello. It's a shag, nice. So let's be clear about this. Firstly, I have owned all the EM1s from the original to the 3, and been very, very happy with them. I've been very, very happy with them. Never had a problem with an EM1. Really like them. There were some things about the OM1 that made me decide to come across from the 3, and we can talk about those. But we can also talk about the fact there's geese. Bear with. Geese gone bye-bye. Yeah, so let's talk about the OM1. This is a bit hit and miss because I'm sat, and at any moment a shag, nice, or some geese or lapwings or something could fly past and I'll just get distracted. Squirrel! Yeah. So, right, OM1. Why did I choose to go? Well, I don't shoot one style of photography. So I do wildlife, as I'm doing this morning. I do landscapes, I do astro, I do street. And the thing that's important to me is having a tool that can handle all those, which I've never had a problem with Micro Four Thirds handling any of that. But also having something that does it at the right level of performance. So I started off with the EM1 shooting sports, rugby in particular, and really enjoyed that. And now with the OM1, with the ability to do pro capture with Olympus lenses. So I've got the 200 f2.8 in my bag, I've got the 100-400, I prefer those over the Olympus lenses. I know that's sacrilege, but it's Micro Four Thirds, you can swap lenses in and out as you see fit. That works for me. I've got, I mean, all right, this is not the smallest body in the world, okay, but I managed to find actually a second-hand HLD10 grip. Perfect. And actually I have to say the ergonomics, I am, I'm suitably impressed by it. I've never had a grip before, I never thought the need for one, but actually because it's got both the joystick on both sides, then actually that works nicely for me. More geese. But where was I? Geese, yes. Grips. That works really well for me. And it's got Starry AF, so I can do the astro. Yeah, and if I take the grip off, obviously it's going to be a lot smaller package, and the grip will only be used, I suspect, for sports and wildlife. But as I say, that there's reasons why I'm doing this. So this has been a bit rambling and frankly bordering on, well, shite. But what I'm going to try and do for the rest of the morning is actually get some footage and some snaps of what's around, so you can actually see the performance of this thing, which is blisteringly good, if I'm being brutally honest. That's the best way I can phrase it. It's a very, very impressive piece of kit. If you've got an EM1 Mk2, it's probably worth an upgrade. If you've got an EM1 Mk3, if you're not doing if you're not doing serious wildlife where you don't need the tracking, and you own Olympus lenses, you probably don't need it. But if you've got, like me, and prefer Panasonic lenses, and that properly couples, then actually it probably is a good shout. And I've already noticed they're starting to come on the second-hand market. I mean, not cheap, but you know, cheaper than they were. And I say I managed to pick up a second-hand grip, and so the big ass swan over there. And so that's what we're going to do. I think I just lost my train of thought. Oh. Anyway, for this bit of the vlog, I'm going to leave you now. I'm going to go searching for an egret, which I've seen and has flown away. And then I'm going to wait for the tide to come in and hope it brings the oyster catchers, curlews, dunlins, sandlings, whatever else is around, to me. So, right, I'll leave it there, and I'll catch you in a while.